good people, how are you doing? How is it going? Are you scared of failure? Do you have fear of failure? So if there's one question that I have been asked so many times, it's the fear of failure. My mailbox is full of this question. My DM, my WhatsApp, my coaching clients are all asking about the fear of failure, and that is what I want to address in today's episode. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Muthoni Mukiri Njoroge. I am a personal development and mindset coach. I am a practicing coach, and thank you for joining me today. This channel is all about emotional and mental wellness. I work with women all over the world to help them in terms of their confidence, their self-awareness, their healing their inner child, and basically becoming the best version of themselves. So welcome, feel at home, and so the fear of failure. Let me start by saying this. The people who miss out on career, on beautiful life, on beautiful relationships, the people who miss out on career and life, on a beautiful life and all that, are the people who don't take risks and are the people who play it safe. The people who stick to a routine from 1999, the people who do the same thing day in, day out, the people who really want to stay safe. Those are the people who miss out on life. It's easy to think, because I'm scared of failure, now I am safe, I'm okay. You are missing out. You're missing out on giving yourself the life that you want. So let's talk about fear. Fear is okay. It's a normal emotion, and it's a way of the brain protecting us. It's a way that the brain protects us. Fear of snakes is good. Fear of wildlife is good. Fear of getting hit by a car, that's totally okay. But when it becomes something that's hindering you from living the life that you want, that's hindering you from success and from your happiness, now it becomes a problem. So fear is normal. You can be scared of snakes, you can be scared of heights. It's totally, we are human beings, and we have all these human emotions. It becomes a problem when it prevents you from becoming who you are meant to be, from going after your goals. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things that you need to consider if you have fear of failure, if you're so scared of going after your dreams, if you're so scared, what are they going to say? What's going to happen to me? I don't want to fail. I'd rather stay where I am. I am not here to tell you will not fail. And I am not here to tell you that fear is beautiful. And I'm not here to tell you you will not feel bad after failing. That's not what I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you it's worth the shot. I am here to tell you it's worth everything to try and find out what you're capable of. And you will never know if that's the side hustle you should be doing, if that's the job you're supposed to start doing, if that's the relationship you should be in. You will never know until you take that step and until you try. So to start us off, what gives us a lot of fear and what stops us mostly is thinking after we fail, there's no life after that. We think after this business fails, that's it for me and my family. It won't be it. Before even you start that side hustle, there are things you did and you failed. You failed in relationships before, you failed in other things before, and here you are. So life doesn't stop if something fails. If you fail in something, it doesn't. So what do? Instead of thinking, if I start this thing, I will fail, full stop. You remove the full stop and you put a comma. What happens after failure? I will have learned my lessons. I will start another side hustle. I will look for another job. I will move in another county or in another country. I will go back to school and start do a new course or learn a new skill, blah, blah. There is life after in case you fail. Another thing. Sometimes we think when you succeed, when you're so successful, like that failure or is way behind you. You're front here with success. No. Fear and success go hand in hand. So here is success and here is failure. So just a mistake or something, fear just comes into play. So I want you to remind yourself, it will not be the end of life, but it's worth every shot. It is worth every shot. Another thing I want you to look at, what happens when you don't fail. because we are more driven by pain than pleasure. What happens? It means if you start that side hustle and you succeed, it means you will not stay in a toxic relationship. It means you will not stay in dysfunction companies where you're paid peanuts, where you don't get value for the work you put in. It means you will be able to afford your holidays. It means you will give your children good education. It means this and this. I want you to ask yourself, what does it mean when I succeed? Because it's easy to focus on I will fail, failure. What's on the other side? Success. What happens when you succeed? Yeah, what happens when you succeed? For example, when I was getting married, a lot of people gave me a lot of advice, especially about Muthoni. Are you sure you want to get married? You know, the way life is hard. Married people, whoa, they can be the worst. They tell you, marriage is so hard. Muthoni, are you sure you want to get married? And the way marriage is hard, and they're inside the marriage, sawa. And I was like, yes, I want to get married. I want to. You will never know what's on the other side if you just focus on failure. And also, let me go back to my point of pain and pleasure. So we are driven more by pain than pleasure. So if you don't want to continue suffering in that job, if you don't want to continue being in those stressful relationships, if you want to give yourself a good life, then you also have to consider the other side of failure. Yeah, so I want you also to look at these other things. Number one, why do you want to succeed? Because we jump so much to how do I do it, how. But first of all, ask yourself why you need that success. Ask yourself why that success is so important to you. Why? And the why is what will give you the how. When you know why you need that success, when you know why you want that business to be successful, that marriage to work, when you know the why, you will find out the how. If there is no way, you make a way. Yeah, if you cannot find a way, you create a way and you make a way. So ask yourself, why do you want to be successful? Why is success so important to you? When you find the why, when you know why you're doing it, you will find the how to do it. Sometimes when people tell me, I don't have a side hustle, blah, 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 and then I start questioning them, they start telling me, now it needs money, I don't have money. First of all, why are you doing it? You don't even know the why, you're just thinking about money. When you know why you really want to do this business, when you know why you want this beautiful relationship, when you know why you want to succeed in this thing, you will find a way to do it. The other question you need to ask yourself is, do you believe you are capable of success? Do you believe deep down you can do it, you're capable of operating a successful business? Do you? Because behavior follows belief. So whatever you believe in your mind is how you will behave. Yeah, if you believe you're capable of success, your behavior will be of someone who wants success. Your behavior will be of someone who's focused, who's doing anything they can, who's doing their research, who's looking at how they can succeed instead of just focusing on how you will fail and how it's possible for you to fail. Do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you're capable of success? Another thing, also on believing you're capable of, it's also believing in the business you want to do. How do you believe that business will be successful? By doing research. Do a lot of research, you guys. Read a lot on that kind of business. Look at people who are successful in what you want to do, what they are doing. Look at how you can succeed. Watch videos, do your research, ask yourself questions. I do believe you're capable of success, and do you believe in that business that you want to pursue first of all? Or just because you think someone succeeded, you think you can? Okay, it's a good reason, but at the same time, do you think that business is viable and it's capable? You're capable of succeeding in that field or that business. Another thing is how committed and how focused you are. If you know you want success, you do everything it takes. You do what you can within your power to get that success, to make it work. The reason sometimes we let the fear of failure hold us back is because that's the only thing we're thinking about, failing. How about you look at, what about if you succeed? And also, an important thing to do is to look at success stories of people who've succeeded in your field. That's the same thing I did. People tell you, oh, marriage is so hard, marriages are failing, the devil is after marriages. But then there are people who are in very successful, who are in happy marriages. It doesn't mean it's easy, but they're doing it fine. And they say marriage is a good thing. Yeah? So why don't you just focus to look at those people? As you think about, I could fail, you could also succeed, and you will never know until you try. And when you continue trading in safety, you will be happy for that. You will be unhappy when you continue trading in safety. You just want to be, I'd rather be safe, you will always have questions in your mind. Oh, I wish, if I could, if I would. Yeah, you will always have those questions. Why don't you find out how capable you are, how much you can stretch yourself? Why don't you find out? So, point is, I will not tell you will not fail, but that's not the end of life. How do you deal with failure? You learn from it. And like I've said, the person who has not started, who's there in their safety corner, and the someone who has started and failed, they are not the same. They are two completely different people. The person who started and failed is way ahead of the person who has not started. You cannot compare those two people. You will never know if that business will be successful until you try, or unless you start. And when you start and it's successful, what is it giving you? A beautiful life, financial stability, a future for your children. It's taking you off a toxic workplace. Look at the other side. We focus so much on failure. Look at that. And when you focus so much on succeeding, when you do everything you can, when things go wrong and things don't go as planned, you won't blame yourself. You will know you've given it your all. And this is what I say. If it's the wrong business, or you find this is not my thing, and you give it your all, imagine when you start your thing and give it your all, how successful you can be. Some people tell me, oh, Muthoni, I'm trying to find my purpose, but then I don't want to start something and it's not my purpose. Oh, some of us are here starting everything. When you start, that's when you know, is this thing for me? Is this what I want to do? And when it's not, it's okay. You have learned your lesson, and at least you've known this is not for me. Now you're gonna go for what's for you. Lastly, as I wind up, get help. Get help from people who are doing what you want to do. You can get help from career professionals, from counselors, from people who are trained to help you in that field. Get help. Make your life easier. Another thing, it's good to be patient and to trust the process. Do everything you can within your power and trust the process, because sometimes we start a business and we just want to start making millions immediately. When we find just a little bit of hiccup here and there, we just stop everything and we start crying and we just close everything. So have a beginner's mindset, have a learner's mindset. Learn, trust the process, be patient, get help. It's okay, it's gonna take time. If it doesn't work out, you take time, you bounce back and you start something else. That is life. But you will never, when you continue staying in your safety corner, in your, you will remain unhappy for the rest of your life. You will just remain with dreams that will just die as dreams. How about you make them a reality? Yeah, and there are fears that we have that are baseless when you think about it. The fear of people talking. People will say, people will talk. They will talk, but they will never feed you. They will never give a future to your children. That is your responsibility. And for the record, they are still talking even in your safety corner. Even when you're there feeling safe, just like watu waanza kusema, we are still saying, and we will never stop saying. So just give people something to talk about if they want to talk. Make yourself proud and give yourself the life you always wanted. And the people who do it are not because, it's not because they don't have fear. Let me tell you, we have fear. And people who do it have fear. But they feel the fear and do it anyway. They feel the fear, but their drive for success is greater than that fear. So guys, I wish you all the best. Ask yourself those questions. And remember, you will never know until you try. You will never get out of that dysfunction, out of that toxic workplace, out of those bad relationships until you want to give yourself the best, and until you do whatever it takes to make yourself proud. Like I always say, it's your job to give yourself the life you always wanted. You are your own hero. Save yourself. So bye guys, thank you so much guys for watching. I always leave my phone number here and my email address in case you want to hop on into one of my coaching packages or coaching programs. Bye.